Hello everybody, Luke from DexTech again. So wanted to walk through an interesting use case we had with this website for one of our clients. So there are things called metafields in Shopify. So, we have a product title, we have description, some images, and we have the pricing and the variants. So there's something called metafields. They're basically custom fields in Shopify. Basically allows you to create information about a product that Shopify doesn't carry by itself. So basically what you would do if you need to create a custom field, you go to settings, custom data, and depending on where you're adding it, so in this case, we're adding it to a product. We click on products, maybe sometime today. Oh, okay, there we go. Add definition, and you would say like Luke's field as an example. It's going to suggest, hey, there's some other metafields you can use. We're not going to do that. And then you can pick basically the type, right? So you can do text, you could do a number or a decimal. You could actually pick other products. You can pick a file like an image or a video, something like this. So that's how you actually add a metafield. And a lot of the time, in this example, coding-wise, we would actually type something like on the product page itself, we just say product.metafields.custom.lukes.fields, and then it would actually show up on the screen. So that's totally fine. No big deal. If you only have a few metafields, this is not an issue. Also in the editor itself, you can actually come here and go over here, basically add a dynamic source. And so, well, typically metafields come up, but it looks like they're not. That's interesting. Either way, you can typically come over here and say connect dynamic source and actually connect to a metafield. Not exactly sure why we're not seeing any, but that's typically what you can do as well. Within the editor. In this example, we actually, as you probably saw there, I'm jumping around a lot, but that's okay. As you saw there, we actually have a ton of different metafields, and the fact of the matter is we don't know which ones are going to be populated. We're not really sure if pattern number will be populated or page number. Some of these things are optional. They're not necessarily required. Actually, none of these fields are really required. So in this example, we actually found a way to present those metafields. Thought this could be helpful for any stores that have a ton of metafields. We basically just loop through all the metafields. We just basically say, hey, if the product has any metafields in metafields.custom, so every metafield has like a domain or like a parent. In this case, it's called custom. All of our metafields have that parent custom. And so we basically are doing just saying, hey, if it has anything in that domain or in that parent, then we're going to run a loop. Okay, so this is a loop function, and it basically says, hey, there's a thing called metafield in that product, metafields.custom, and then we get the key, we get the value, we do some magic here. There's some things and values we have to get rid of because some of the metafields aren't displayed exactly correct. But basically, then we can display the metafield key. So in this example, if we go back, let's say pattern number is our key. The value would be SP1477. If we look, there is pattern number SP1477. It also looks like we're ordering these. Not exactly sure how we're doing that, or maybe that's how that comes out. But either way, I know this would be a helpful piece of code for people that have a lot of metafields on their store. Instead of having to literally type out every single metafield with an if function, we basically are just saying, hey, if the metafield is not blank, if it's not 0, if it's not just a comma, or if it's not a space, basically, then show it. So I thought this would be helpful. I'm going to go ahead and post this on a blog of ours so that y'all can have it for reference. So yeah, just wanted to post this video today and just talk about metafields. They're super cool. If you ever have custom information you want to display on your Shopify website, metafields are definitely the way to go. You go to settings, custom data, click on the place where you're trying to add it. In this case, you said product. Once we do that, we basically say this is the type of metafield. I want to store a number. I want to store text, an image, a video, whatever it may be. And then once you do that, you can go back to your product and add it accordingly. Thank you so much. Appreciate y'all. If you like this content, subscribe, like. Talk to you later. Bye-bye now.